This may not be the best time to film because Lee, God, my windows are dirty, but Lee's doing some grinding. Not the fun kind. Never realised how dirty they are. Oh well, I have to give those a clean, don't I? Hello rainbows, welcome back to my channel. I'm looking crazy because I've got my eyes prepped and primed, ready to go. Today, finally, we are going to be doing a first impressions swatches tutorial, play around with this baby. I have had this for such a long time, have not even swatched one single shade yet because I've wanted to do it on camera for you guys. This is the brand new Alien palette by Jeffree Star. I'm so excited for the Blood Sugar Part 2, but yes, this, super excited. Honestly, like anything with green tones, I'm just like, if you guys can't tell, like I love green. Let's just take a moment and have a look. There's probably many tutorials on here on YouTube of it. I have not actually watched any tutorials. I just wanted to kind of have a bit of a play today. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. This honestly is so different to so many other palettes that have been brought out recently. I'm so happy to see a kind of move away from like the red, berry kind of tones. Like this is just something that's completely different. Like all of my first impressions, let's give you guys a little bit of a rundown on the palette. This retails for $52 US. In this you get 18 shades. I will read the little blurb from Jeffree Star Cosmetics for you guys. Super blendable, cool tones in our silky, metallic and pure matte formulas. So it sounds like 2 formulas. They are vegan, obviously cruelty free. Packaging wise, like awesome packaging, faux leather. This is probably a little bit harder to store. The one thing, I mean, I know I'm just being picky, but hey, I'm being honest. The one thing I don't like is it kind of like can shift like this. I mean, I know there's no real way of preventing it unless there was like a little metallic kind of clasp here, but I'm just worried that, you know, over time, this part is going to deteriorate and then you no longer have a lid for your palette because it's not like metallic in any way. I know that you can rest this against something so you can really see what you're doing. Like the mirror is awesome and huge, but I think if you're kind of the person that likes to hold a palette, it might be a little bit harder. I mean, I don't know. Depends how sturdy this bit is, I guess, because the rest of this is just kind of dangling. Let's get into the tutorial. As well, my eyes are still a little bit bloodshot. They're still kind of recovering, so I do apologize for that. I've tried to find like some white eyes drops, but they've gone into the abyss with the bobby pins. All right, so I'm gonna go into Abduction first because why the frig not? It looks friggin' amazing. Oh, actually, no, scrap that. I'm gonna go into Martian Soil first. Very pigmented. Like it picks up a lot of color. You guys know I don't like tapping off the brush. Like I get so much crap for not tapping off the brush. But in all honesty, like why waste all this pigment? And yeah, you might get fallout, but who cares? You can just wipe it off. Like fallout does not bother me in the slightest. So I'm just gonna pat this on into that crease area. Definitely like a mustardy kind of tone. Really nice, like it is more of a warm tone. It seems to be quite pigmented. So now I'm going to go in with Abduction, mixed with maybe a tiny bit of Gravity, we'll see. We'll do straight Abduction first. And I just wanna like, oh, she is bright. Just gonna like kind of soften out that Martian Soil color. Don't want like an intense bit of this shade. I just want like a little hue to kind of peek through. Oh, it's so pretty, so pretty. And then lastly, I'm gonna kind of blend that into Titan. So this is like just right under that brow bone. Go back in with a little bit of Abduction. Pretty much use the same side of the brush. So I'm just flipping over to the cleaner side just to help it kind of blend out. And back in with a tiny bit more Martian Soil. I'm liking it so far. Reminds me of a splice, like, you know those ice creams, icy poles, whatever. It's a combination, aren't they? Half icy pole, half ice cream, hey. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Ghost Okkk, which is a dark matte shade. I might just do this as a base and then layer some probe on top. This sounds so funny, hey? But this is pretty much taking it in a different direction because like most of these colors I've done are quite warm, but this one's gonna be like, oh, hello. So I'm gonna take a fluffier brush and just softly kind of work this in to the crease. I don't want to completely cover up the Martian soil. Still want to just softly incorporate a little bit of this. I mean, I knew this palette would be amazing. Like, I haven't had any issues with any of Jeffree Star's palettes. I do exactly the same technique that I do with all of my videos, applying makeup on clients. And you know, some palettes don't work for you, some palettes do, but this one is working for me. All right, now I'm gonna go in with Moon Rock. I'm gonna dampen the brush. I have like a packing brush here. This looks like my favorite color from the palette, I think. Like, I love these kind of green colors. Oh my God. Oh, how freaking beautiful is this color? I love, it's got like little kind of bits of gold reflect in it almost. So pretty much just in the center of the lid. I'm now going to take some of the probe and work that in with the Ghost Okkk and the Moon Rock. Now I'm going to go in with UFO. Okay, so this one is going in the real inner kind of portion of my lid. I'm gonna blend that in with the Moon Rock. Holy balls, it is beautiful. Oh my God. It's like almost this goldy, just heaven, beautiful color. So make sure that you work the Moon Rock and the, I keep forgetting the freaking names, Moon Rock and the UFO in together. Do you just want to try it with a finger? So I'm just going to press into some Alien. Oh my gosh. And just see if kind of patting that on top. Oh my God. And I still honestly have some left on my finger. Just to like, take me to the moon. Okay, so most of my base kind of makeup has been applied. So for my liner and under my waterline, let me zoom you guys in. I used a liquid lip in Abused by Jeffree Star. I think it's a nice combo because it's dark, but it has like that kind of navy bluey kind of gray hint to it, which is just awesome. Back to the eyes. I'm going to go in with Flying Saucer, which is just a stunning, stunning matte green. And I'm gonna kind of work this in with the Abused color. I love the shade. I am having to kind of pack it on a little bit more. It may blend away to nothing. Like if you over blend it, I think you could easily blend the shadow into non-existent. So I'm just trying to be a little bit careful. I'm gonna mix a tiny bit of that with the probe. I'm gonna take a little bit of Pluto and just dab that in under the high point of my brow. Hello, that is beautiful. Also kind of just want to dab a little bit of that in the inner portion. Nothing too major though. Now I want to add, I don't know what color to do. I might go in with Alien. This is just dry. I don't think Alien's gonna be bright enough actually. I'm gonna go in with the UFO shade. I'm gonna dampen it a bit. I think that just brings another level. Okay, so for highlight, I am gonna use one of the shadows because why not just give it a crack and see how it goes. I'm probably, yeah, I'm gonna put setting spray on my face first. And then why not go in with Interstellar? Ooh. Okay, that's awesome as a highlighter. It's kind of got like a little bit of a goldy, almost a greeny reflect to it. Holy balls, it's amazing. So for lips, I'm going to go in with Delicious. I unboxed this in my Jeffree Star unboxing. Really didn't like it at first, but it grew on me. Like the more I saw myself wearing it, I was kind of like, oh, okay. It is quite cool toned actually. I don't know if I should wear this one or if I should wear the other one I got in the mystery box. If you guys haven't seen the unboxing, you need to check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the shade Allegedly. Originally, I looked at this and I thought it was disgusting. Not gonna lie. It is kind of like a brownie, I don't know, type shade, but hey, I'm gonna give it a go. I was gonna give it in a giveaway. I was like, no, I'm just gonna give it a crack. I don't know if it goes with this makeup. I think it might be too intense. What I might do is sheer it down a little bit and maybe put some gloss on. Okay, I wiped some of the excess off. I'm gonna go in with NYX's Butter Gloss in Madeline. I think that's a bit better. So I think just to really finish off the eye, I'm gonna get a little bit of Martian soil and just kind of dust it underneath. Okay, so I absolutely love how the eyeshadow turned out. I think it looks freaking amazing. The colors are beautiful. You can create so many different versatile looks with this. Like, you've just got to get out of your comfort zone. There is actually so much you could do. Like, you could do the most beautiful smoky pink kind of color with, you know, Phone Home, Space Cowboy, Gravity, and even some X-Files. You could do a intense purple look with Area 51, Black Hole, Tall Grey. Like, that would really make the purple pop. There's just so many possibilities that you could do with it, and I love like the way that the shadows performed. Incredible, next to no fallout, like nothing to phone home about. I think they're pigmented, they blended beautifully, and I absolutely love how they look. Like, it is beautiful. So we're gonna get into some swatches and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts. All right, so we're just pointing down at the crutch. Yes, I'm wearing an Everlast top. Yes, I am that kind of person. It's just cheap and comfortable. So I'm just gonna swatch just like this because this is usually the easiest way for me. So we're just gonna go from the top all the way across, do finger swatches, and then we'll do brush swatches as well. So first one, Pluto. Feels incredibly soft, and this pigment is just beautiful. Has a little bit of kind of that goldy green almost reflect. Titan, Alien, Interstellar, Abduction, UFO, Gravity, Martian Soil, Flying Saucer, Phone Home, Moon Rock, X-Files. We've got Ghost Okkk, Area 51, Space Cowboy, Probe. Oh, Probe has a beautiful blue kind of reflect to it. Oh, the last two, we have Tall Grey and Black Hole. All right, so they are just one swatches. Obviously, I'm pretty sure this is a pressed pigment palette. So obviously, you know, you can always go back over, build them up a lot more, get a lot more intensity, which, you know, is always a good thing, but these have basically just been a one finger swatch. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a brush swatch, maybe with some shadows that I did not use. So let's go into Area 51. So definitely swiping, you know, patting is gonna give you a lot more reflect than the swiping. Turn the brush over, we'll go into Space Cowboy. Again, this is a metallic-y one, so patting is gonna give you a lot more kind of oomph than what swiping will. And the last one we will test out, let's do Black Hole, because, you know, you've got to have a nice pigmented black shade. So this one is a little bit kind of fallouty, but that's okay. But yeah, definitely like building it up, you can get a really nice reflect to it and pay off. Final verdict on the palette. I know that this palette may not be for everybody. Definitely, you know, if you are into greens, if you're into kind of smoky colors, unusual colors, if you don't like, you know, the standard warm tone colors, or if you've got too many warm tone palettes and you're just sick of it and you want something completely different that you can still create a few more versatile looks with, this is an incredible palette. This would be the palette for you. I think this one does require a little bit more kind of planning out makeup looks. Even though I didn't plan this out, I kind of just winged it. You know, you may need to just think a little bit more before you go in and use the palette. The colors are rich, they're pigmented, they're easy to use, they're just beautiful to blend with. And I honestly think you could create some incredible color combinations with this. Even if you just wanted to wear one of the shades on their own, I think they're beautiful. The main colors that really stood out to me, obviously the ones that I used today, are definitely the UFO. I think that is my favorite color. It doesn't look, you know, that amazing in the pan, but using it on your lids, it's just like, oh my gosh, incredible. Like, these kind of metallic-y shades are just stunning. I also really do love the look of Phone Home. Ghost Okkk was really nice as well. So there are just beautiful, beautiful shades in this palette. I think the price of $52 is, you know, I would definitely pay for that. You get quite a few shades, the decent sized shades, 1.37 grams each or 0.05 ounces each. So yeah, you do get a lot of shadow with them. I think they're beautiful. The only downside I would say, like, yes, the packaging's cool, but it is an odd shape. If you've got limited space, it's kind of hard to fit in. I know I'm just being nitpicky, but I'm just letting you guys know. And just this part of the palette I don't like. I'm worried that it's gonna eventually break if you use it a lot. Who knows? I'm not saying it will break. I just am worried that it might break. Really good mirror. Everything else is really awesome quality. So yeah. Highly recommend the palette if you're looking for something like this. As I said, I know it's not going to be for everybody, but it is beautiful. Thank you, Rainbows, for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe, leave me a comment down below, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh, and Hazel's been asleep this whole video. Like, this is the first time. I know this is completely random. I often get I get more good comments than bad comments. So a lot of you guys love seeing Hazel kind of play around in the background of my videos. But I also get quite a few kind of hate comments of people saying they hate me having my daughter around when I'm filming. This is just coincidence. Hazel's just been asleep this whole time, so it's just, I don't know, good timing? Who knows? Who knows? But yes. Wow, it feels weird to actually be able to do a full video and not have to like chase her around or, you know,